The dream is real. Yes. Welcome.
We ain't recording, are we?
Welcome to Love Land, the safest place on earth. And yes, Kendra, I got you. I got all the shit you talked before we start the episodes. I got you, sugar. I got you too, sugar. You was clutching your pearls like you don't really be into the chat, huh? You into the chat today. It is the Culture Man, Kenny Burns, reporting to you live from the safest place on earth. I call it Love Land. We had a little sexual healing topical discussion because I think that I want to executive produce a show starring Kendra. Give a round of applause for Kendra. Sexual Healing episode 1 coming soon. And her co-host, ladies and gentlemen, her co-host. They call him Cousin Freaky. Dr. Teule Williams. Yes, we're going to give a round of applause. And then we're not putting sugar on that show, y'all. We can't do that to sugar because she'll clutch pearls, but then she'll back that ass up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to figure out a show in between. For Dr. Sugar, give me a round of applause for that beautiful human. Yes.
I'm going to be their producer.
Say hey, y'all. Come on, so we can start the show.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Yeah, there we go. Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? I hope that you're having an amazing week. I hope your Monday didn't suck, okay? Because sometimes Mondays suck, but it's Tuesday. That's right, TKBS Tuesday, and we got a topic for your ass. You want to know what it is? Episode 72. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, that's the name of the title. What the fuck is going on? Because there's some shit going on in the world that we need to discuss because I can't. And I won't. And I'm going to bust my gun. It's just the way I'm feeling, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start by saying this. Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist, is coming to the peoples on Peacock. That's right. For the holidays, 2024. Peacock done goddamn spent the bag, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you heard the news, but I done went through my illustrious superhero lineup. Like if you could ever think about a TV show you want to see, these are the people that you want to see in this TV show. Ladies and gentlemen, let me run down a list if you did not hear. Kevin Hart starring, and producer. Big shout out to Heartbeat Productions. Taraji P. Henson. Love her. Love her to death. Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is the most interesting man I've ever met in my life. There's a reason why he's a genius. All right, keep those round of applause going. Samuel L. Jackson. I'm talking about legend. Ladies and gentlemen, a little story time. Can I get a story time real quick? Story time. So, ladies and gentlemen, we at the Real House this past week where the $1 Million Heist took place. I was very excited. I had never seen the house before. The house was kind of small, but back in the 70s, it probably was a palatial estate, okay? And for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I'm enamored. I'm in the 70s, y'all. I'm immediately seeing things at a cul-de-sac. They got all the old school cars lined up, and all of a sudden, everybody started coming in. So Samuel L. Jackson sitting in his chair. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, he has a chair that they pull out when he just want to sit down. Does it look like he gonna sit down? Okay, bring Sam his chair. Plop down, and he just crosses his leg like an old school player. Now, mind you, Samuel L. Jackson is mid-70s, ladies and gentlemen, so he was outside. Must I remind you, he graduated college, Morehouse College to be exact, in 1972. This happened in 1970. He was a sophomore. Hello? So I want y'all to realize we dealing with somebody that was actually outside, who knew what was going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, Terrence Howard, again, the most interesting man in the world. He's talking about how reparations should be given in the form of no taxes. Can we get a gunshot for Terrence?
I'll take that.
If the GDP is made up by black folk only 13%, then why don't y'all give us no taxes? Do you know how bad I want that this year? Okay, on with the story. Okay, so I'm sitting there and let me tell you something. Terrence, he be coming up with some shit, y'all. But Samuel L. Jackson is sitting there, he listening, he like, now see, that's some shit I could get behind. You want me to talk out loud? I talk out loud for that shit right there. And I'm like, hell yeah, what you doing? So one time for Samuel L. Jackson. But I want to continue with the superheroes that's on this. Don Cheadle, ladies and gentlemen. I just saw Peter Green again last night, man. Don Cheadle, man, I promise y'all. He playing JD, the detective, first black detective in Atlanta. But Don Cheadle's amazing. Clifton Powell, big shout out to Clifton Powell. But I want to say this, y'all. We got some real legends on the show, but we got some young legends too. Y'all know who Sinqua Walls is, man. Sinqua, he's a cold-blooded mother sucker, y'all. He listen, we shot this scene this week. He's clearly the leader of the pack. And when I saw, the Soul Train, it was called American Soul on BET. When I saw that, I was like, oh, he cold. He playing the shit out of Don Cornelius. You know what I'm talking about? But he is killing his role in this one. I also want to shout out Melvin Gregg. Y'all know Melvin Gregg from Snowfall. He also in the Black in it. He played Man Boy. You remember Man Boy? Bruh, when I tell y'all these people bringing these characters to life, I'm like, you 35 years old, Melvin. You can't pop. He said, my daddy's 75. I said, oh, well, your dad, that's how, my mom and my auntie and them is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you know the era. Because you know them old motherfucking parents, they talk to you. Boy, you know back then when I had that Cadillac, boy, I got down, you know what I'm talking about, with the evergreen air freshener and the 8-track tape. You know what I'm talking about? So big shout out to Melvin Gregg. I also want to shout out Chloe Bailey and Lori Harvey. Big shout out to Miles. And by the way, Lori Harvey is playing Lola Falana. Okay, children, I want you to Google Lola Falana. And they're being put in the best position. When you're an actor and you want to like act and you never act, but you definitely got the qualifications to show up and show out, you want to be put in the right position. And Heartbeat Productions and Will Packer Productions have put these people in position. Like, y'all gonna look at them like, wait, I thought it was just, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, round of applause for all of them. I had to get that off my chest because, you know, when you're dealing with something magical, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? You got to share the journey because when it get there, it's just going to be like, poof, it happened. No, it didn't. This was 20 years in the making, 10 years since I've been involved. And then you see your wish list of characters come to fruition. My God is real. Ladies and gentlemen, Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist comes out this holiday 2024. Now, let's get into episode 72. What the fuck is going on? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some real questions and we need some real answers. How many people woke up last week being attacked by the Russians with the cell phone service down? I need to hear. It's real. Who had problems?
Did not.
Y'all didn't have no problems?
I got Verizon.
No.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Dangerous.
Starting cell phone wars. Well, listen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody I know, cell phone service went completely off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about completely off. So imagine waking up, the phone is my business. I get a text from Jessica, so I think my phone on, but no, I'm on Wi-Fi. She said, look at the top of your thing. Does it say SOS? I'm like, okay, yeah, it says SOS. What's the problem? AT&T is down. I'm like, AT&T is down? How could it be down? You ain't paid the motherfucking bill. You know, you immediately like, you ain't paid the motherfucking bill. But it ain't been like that in the long time. So I said, of course you paid the motherfucking bill. I said, what's going on? Next text come through. CNN reports that the big three are down in certain markets and the thing. And I'm like, the Russians are invading. Kenny said, my son said, leave the world behind is in full effect. The Russians done goddamn attacked the motherfucking situation and we all in trouble. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to scare you, but I want to. Do y'all realize that that's a network thing? That means something was breached. And then I get a text from AT&T. The text said, sorry about the malfunction the other day, blah, 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 blah. That wasn't no motherfucking malfunction. Huh? Who crept into your shit? Who has my social security number? Huh? Who has all the information in my phone? Who? Tell me who.
Legion.
They said it was the Russians.
No, and listen, I'm playing with the Russians, but I'm not. Because it's either the Russians or China. Can you give me amen? Amen. Because later, I want to ask y'all opinion too, because people not really realizing these things keep happening. All these breaches keep happening. Every time you look at the news, somebody being breached and got your motherfucking information. What the fuck is going on in this nation?
Well, here's the thing that I would like to pivot. You ready?
Come on, baby. Let me have it.
Listen, you said what the F is going on, but did y'all see who the F did I marry? Because that whole thing was hilarious. The girl on TikTok went off about somebody that she married that ended up being a fraud.
Oh,
and I think he's the one that got y'all phones messed up. His name is Legion, and Legion got y'all.
Oh Lord, she chose violence.
Everybody in Atlanta was the ones that was phones was messed up. It was all over, but Atlanta was heavily affected. I think Legion had y'all phones messed up.
Hold on, so Tiffany, that's the thing you was talking about on TikTok, the 10-minute episode, and the lady was going crazy. That hit the world. But even with that, you know, like, and I want to talk about that, but I want to actually talk about the phone service for a second. If Kendra or Teule have something to add, because I don't know if you really realize how much information you gotta give these people to get these phones. You know what I'm talking about? And not only are you we talking to the motherfucker and shit pop up and you get emails and I swear for God, I'm getting big shout out to AquaGuard. Matter of fact, I'm paying y'all. Y'all don't need no shout out. But the fact that somebody texts me, I didn't even tell you this till 2 days later, motherfucker text me talking about I'm your site manager for and I just, let me ask the dude I've been talking to is Monique. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, text me. Are y'all not in fear of this, y'all? Because it be the wildest shit.
Biggest thing for me is the fact that all of our information pretty much that we carry around is in our phones, right? Our ability to communicate with each other is through phones, tablets, all of that.
Yes.
So what better way to cause disruption than to cut off communication to everybody in that country, right?
Hey, Teule, and how many people don't have landlines no more? How many people don't have landlines? You done got rid of your landline, so if your phone go down, what's up?
It's over.
Maybe I need to get a landline now.
Oh, you got to get a landline.
We all need to get a landline.
No, nation, you got to get a landline. You got to get a landline. Yeah. Because guess what? We did the same. It's 4 fucking cell phones here. We figured we don't need no motherfucker. No, call the house. Call the motherfucking house. Listen. This shit is, hardwired, period. I'm talking about your alarm systems. All this fucking shit you talking about digital, that shit go out, you're getting robbed. You better have some hard wiring goings-ons. The fuck is goings-ons. And sugar always go where I'm going. But she right. Y'all saw that thing on TikTok, or if y'all ain't saw it, y'all heard about it. But more importantly, what the fuck is goings-ons with these scammers? Huh? Ladies and gentlemen, they living whole lives with you. Oh, you got a scammer in your house. The scammer laying right next to your motherfucking ass. Got all type of shit going on. And guess who's liable? I just want to think about it for a second. Yeah, you been scammed. Come on, sugar.
Well, sometimes you are liable because you know what's going on. But when you don't know what's going on, once you know what's going on, you're going to have to pivot and make sure that you do what you need to do in order to get out of this situation. Like Risa, Tisa, and Legion. Because
I didn't even know the name.
From the time that she met that man to the time that she got done. But she started seeing stuff and, like taking note of this, taking note of that, making him tell the truth, even though she knew he was going to lie.
Right.
My thing is, as long as you are adjusting yourself to get out of a situation, you're not liable.
Yeah.
If you just want to stay and they scamming, you're liable.
Listen, I ain't calling nobody out, but a spade is a spade, ladies and gentlemen. And I just think if you've been tagged with scammer and there's been some fraudulent, you can look up the definition for fraud and fraudulent, they mirror. But if you have any dealings like that in the past, I don't know, because how are these PPP relationships going? I want to know. But this is not like even goals. Aren't you worried about your future? Aren't you? And I don't know what's going on with Portia and Simon, but there's clearly, hello? I want you to expound on it, Kendra, if you'd like to. This is not the show for that, but I'm just, you just had the Wakanda wedding of a lifetime. And I'm confused by how you didn't. What don't you see? Kendra, can you help me? Because I want to know. I need to know because I'm worried about the peoples.
This is my thing. A lot of women that get into those situations, like for the 50 episode thing, I almost fell asleep. I couldn't sleep on that because I don't really have patience for ignorance. I think that some of those women
and you ignorant as a
go
motherfucker
for
too.
that kind. I'm just saying. I think a lot of women that go for that kind of stuff, they want to see all the good because they want to be loved so bad.
Right.
And that's why it's so important to love yourself. Because when you're looking for love from everybody else, she knew what the hell was going on. For her to set up certain things to see what that man was going to do and if he was going to lie, she knew the fuck he was lying.
Right.
But instead of taking action, she wants to sit there and continue to be his wife, knowing that you living with a liar. So what does liars do? Anything. I don't put anything past a liar. A scammer, you a thief, you everything in the book to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then when it comes to the other people, when you marrying somebody for money, we've said this a lot of times. You don't know what that person did to get that money. They could have robbed, shot, killed, did whatever it is. But if you only looking at the money, you're gonna put yourself in a situation.
Hello.
So and then when it comes to stealing people's husbands, I don't feel sorry for her if they is getting a divorce. But if she did it for a citizenship, I mean, that's something else. Whatever they doing
wait, it just went left. It just.
No, it didn't.
It's gonna go left with me.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just stop.
I got a question. Is it possible, even if you're marrying for money, is it possible to not know what that person is doing? Like, is it really possible?
No.
If your husband is a total scammer, is it possible to just be like, I don't know?
Yeah, I want to say this, and I'm glad you. No, it is. If you are not there for the right reasons, and I say that because I got to know everything. I don't just need to know everything. I got to know everybody. It ain't one motherfucker that's gonna pop up I don't know. I done my research on that motherfucker. I done seen how the family structured. And goddamn it, if you in a marriage/partnership and you ain't looking at the finances, you in the wrong relationship. I'm just saying. Cause guess what? There's too much deception in that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me? But I don't want to get off into that. That's a whole motherfucking episode. Sugar, you started the shit. Kendra, you amplified it. And we coming back with just something like that. But I want to get into some more what the fuck is going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear the reporter Raymond Arroyo from Fox News talking about Donald Dump's new shoes, bars? If you didn't hear it, here you go.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
That man said understands culture like, first of all, he had a Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if you saw that. All right. I don't understand how there are not rules to television, especially when it involves toupees and or wigs. The other part is you're right. Black folks do love sneakers. But what are those? Okay?
Also.
Oh, gold, aluminum ass, Kmart specials on extra markdown ass. Every pair look like a size 15 ass gold dome on the top of the Georgia State Senate ass. Boy, stop!
Big time.
Yo, the funny part is he's telling this story and laughing. And all I can picture is him like, we got him. Niggas love shoes.
No.
Niggas love shoes.
Hey, Taylor, but the gag is that these motherfuckers had no sense, period. Not of style, not of culture or who we are culturally or what we do. These motherfuckers are fucking delusional. For this motherfucker to say he's connecting with black people because black people leading Biden because of this tennis shoe, that shit is whack. We don't do whack. Where have you seen us do whack? And I'm not talking about motherfuckers that are subject to not seeing fresh in their family prior to their existence. Every black motherfucker that ever seen style and grace exudes it. Hello? I don't want you to let that go over your head. Every motherfucker that puts it on doesn't seen it put on before. You motherfuckers, huh? You white Stephen A. Smith, you have no, and your last name Arroyo. You can't be Anglo-Saxon with a last name Arroyo. If brown is in your blood, Arroyo, Campollo, Goya. You can't act like the fuck. What the fuck is going on? Please help me, nation.
He's whitewashed, number one. Number two, just because black people and sneaker culture are a thing, that don't mean we like stuff whack, like you said, Kevin. That shoe was not given.
It wasn't giving nothing.
It looked like the shoes that you end up seeing at TJ Maxx or Marshall's that didn't sell, and then they have to sell them somewhere for $29.99. That's the shoe.
They look like the shoes that Lug wore in the Goonies. This motherfucker was in a cave. His shoes got fucking the moisture from the earth with the things and turned into. It looked like, what the fuck?
Or wrestling match.
Exactly.
He looked like Andre the Giant. You right, wore them motherfuckers. The Iron Sheik. You remember the Iron Sheik? With that looked like some Iron Sheik ass, old weird ass. You motherfuckers don't know us. Y'all think y'all know us.
But when you're so disconnected from people and culture, you have no idea what you're saying. And then you don't have anybody in your ear telling you, hey, you know what? I understand your angle, but your approach is not it. Like, this isn't going to work. This isn't real. They don't like things that aren't fly. Like, this isn't fly. We know metallics are a thing, but this didn't hit.
First of all,
like
I just want to line all them shoes up and knock them down. But I'm not finished with Donald Dump, ladies and gentlemen. I am not finished with him. He was at a rally in South Carolina. Okay. All right. And it was a black convention. Okay. He opens up with these remarks.
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones, you see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come. That's a long way, isn't it? These lights. We've come a long way together.
What did you mean, Donald Dump? You can only see their teeth? What the fuck were you really trying to say? Huh? You Kuna Matata ass motherfucking orange giant. I feel like this. Shame on that black organization. Shame on them. Shame on them, because the rhetoric didn't stop, y'all. The rhetoric did not stop. First of all, he shit on you right then and there. He just shit on you. And y'all are cheering and clapping. There might have been 14 people in there paid to be there. We didn't see the other side. We know how the tricks are played, because this shit is not the majority. But ladies and gentlemen, he went on to be more disrespectful. Listen to this.
And then I got indicted a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing.
Look here, Hitler Manson. That's Adolf Hitler and Charles Manson. The thing I'm trying to say, Hitler Manson, you are associating charges being unjustly prosecuted, being overly, targeted to your motherfucking ass. Are you really saying that's why black people fuck with you? That's
exactly what he's saying, because I can talk to you Negroes about sneakers. I can insult you to your face and tell you I can't really see you. And then 3, I know we connect because I've been indicted. Y'all are always indicted.
Yeah, y'all are always in jail.
All he is doing is showing how much he doesn't care about black people and has no problem saying whatever. The man said, "This is how far I've come."
Did you not hear that?
I'm gonna keep going.
He basically said, Teule, I've been racist. I've started all this racial tension in America. I know exactly what I've been doing, but I've come a long way. And I appreciate you niggas for supporting. Is that not what you heard?
Anybody but the black ones. What does
it just feels like a sideshow. Like, are we just spectators in a sideshow?
Yes.
Is this a joke?
Yeah.
Is this like...
When he's talking about that, what if he's referring to the Central Park 5? These kids went to jail for a long time. Some tortured, and they weren't even guilty. Is that what he's referring to? See, I don't want to dig into that. Tiffany reminds me, because that's my resident conspiracy theorist / doctor of madness. But my point is, y'all, like, this is literally the things you gotta think about. This is who you're supporting. He continuously fucks up and says what he's really trying to do. He fucks up and tells the real agenda. And then his cult, because we about to get into what the fuck is going on with all these cults, huh? He's definitely a cult leader. There's no way the truth lives in anything he does. He just got, hold on. Y'all think he fucking with y'all, he's scared of y'all? He just got ordered to pay $400 million and then said he couldn't do no business in New York. Then he went and sold the tennis shoes 3 hours later. Can you just tell me what part of the game is shoot him on sight, lock him up? Which one of the two?
I'm sorry, whenever people have privilege like that, it's almost like satire when you're watching it. Like, how are you able to still do this? because you are a scammer. He is a scammer of all scammers, because I'm sure he's not selling a shoe under his name.
Hello?
Or it's not him selling the shoe, but somebody doing it, which means you scamming.
Facts.
Because you taking credit for it, and this is your idea. This is you to bring in the black vote. Like, boy, stop. Just stop.
But bigger than that, Sugar, it's showing you who really runs America. For that to exist, let's just take everything off the table. For him to exist in the way that he's existing, having incited an insurrection 1 year ago and some months ago, allowing him to run for office again, pick back up the rhetoric, double down on the rhetoric, and then tell you, I'm really untouchable. Because y'all get me in office, I'm wiping away all of my shit. I'm not paying that $400 million. I'm pardoning all the motherfuckers that stood up for me at the January 6th crusade to the fucking Capitol. He's doing all this shit. Like, do you not? Who doesn't realize that? And to be honest with you, when are you gonna make a choice, ladies and gentlemen? When are you gonna make a choice to make those people that do support him, make them feel like shit every waking moment of their lives? Make them feel like fucking hypocrites, make them feel like racists, make them feel like unfucking worthy humans. That's how I feel. Because there's no way around that. There's no way you can say support Donald Trump. There's just no way. There's no way, no logical way. And then all these pundits, all you talking heads that leave room for confusion for people that don't know no better, you're a part of the problem. For all those pundits that are out there saying what Biden is not doing so much that it deters the person to go towards that. We told you already here on the Kenny Burns Show, and it's all on Google. Donald Trump was not responsible for the stimulus checks. Donald Trump was not responsible for half the shit y'all giving him credit for. All Donald Trump has done is put us trillions of dollars more in debt. All Donald Trump is trying to do is take away your freedoms, already happening with Roe v. Wade. Already had the little boy in Texas, the fucking law sided with the fact that this boy's hair was too long because the man shouldn't have that long hair. Who in the fuck is in charge? What the fuck is going on? Y'all up here worried about the wrong shit. It's happening in your face. But yet you pundits, you fucking dickheads, you want to be so educated that you don't. You want to hold somebody to some granular shit that ain't part of the bigger motherfucking piece of the pie that you looking to get any motherfucker. You want to hold on to holding somebody. Who in student debt? I bet a motherfucker say, yeah, got just forgived with all that motherfucking debt by Joe Biden. Sure, we, just like Terrence Howard said, we would like to get reparations in the form of paying no taxes the rest of our lives. Amen. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't see these small wins as wins. You want to go take over the White House and you still a nigga. I don't want no niggas in the White House. I'm tired, man, because all y'all doing is spewing rhetoric that is against the grain, against your own grain. This man getting off, I'm telling you what's happening right now. He is never coming out that motherfucker. You hear me? He gets in office, it's up. And I guarantee you he blows some shit up. And I ain't talking about go to war. I'm guaranteeing he takes something out. Y'all seen that one motherfucking movie where Jamie Foxx was president and the motherfucking, what's the boy that was dancing? Magic Mike? Channing Tatum. In that particular, listen to it. Y'all think these movies, just like The Simpsons now, this shit gonna come true. And I guarantee if this motherfucking, he tried, it was the Secretary of State actually, that tried all these different ploys to become president so he can knock off the Middle East. Where do you think they're going first? Who got the most money? Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Mm-hmm. Who got the most money in the world? The Saudis. Y'all ain't know that? Who got the most power in the world? The people with the money. I don't think y'all hear me, man. Ain't nobody fucking the United States. Ain't nobody fucking the United States. We can blow everybody up, but guess what? It's gonna be a motherfucker in that office that wants to blow everybody up. I'm just trying to tell you, sooner or later, the dementia's a real thing. You know, in today's world, it seems the best treatment is reserved for only a few. Well, Discover wants to change that by making everyone feel special. That's why with your Discover card, you have access to 24/7 live customer service as well as $0 fraud liability, which means you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases. Finally, no matter who you are or where you are in life, you feel special with Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
And we're back on Dealing Together, where we help good people who fell for bad deals. First caller?
I had to buy 3 identical sweaters to get the 4th free.
Ooh, you got fleeced. Next caller, what's your deal?
I paid for 20 tanning sessions, but had to use them in a month. Now I'm orange.
Ooh, you got burned. Next caller.
I traded in my old Samsung at AT&T for a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus.
How's that bad?
I got to choose from their best plans.
So, what went wrong?
Oh, nothing went wrong.
And you're calling to...
To request a song?
You want a song. Of course.
The choice is yours.
Our best smartphone deals. Your choice of plan. Learn how to get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with Galaxy AI on us with eligible trade-in. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Offers vary by device, subject to change. S24 plus 256 gigabyte offer available for a limited time. Terms and restrictions apply. See att.com/Samsung for details.
This episode of The Kenny Burns Show is brought to you by Mickey D. The realest conversations always happen in the Mickey D's booth. Oh, baby, I want extra pickles. Yeah, that's right, extra pickles. And then give me a chocolate milkshake and add some vanilla and strawberry. All the best nights out in with the bite from Mickey D's. Jessica, I can't feel my face. Please, let's go by McDonald's. A full car ordering in the Mickey D's drive-thru is just the right amount of chaos. Excuse me, I said I wanted the quarter pounder of cheese.
You said filet of fish.
I'm telling you right now what I want. A full car of
what you want
in the Mickey D's drive-thru is just the right amount of chaos.
What you want, Kenny?
I want a Big Mac meal, 10-piece nuggets, and 2 milkshakes.
He wants a big...
And a filet of fish.
Boy, what you want?
Mickey D's is the affordable answer to taking the whole family to dinner. Everyone's got their own Mickey D's moments. Go on and make more delicious memories today. Listen, and I'm telling y'all this though. Y'all think about the fucking AT&T and Verizon and shit that just happened. There are steps to be breached. That means it had to be in cahoots on several levels to get them guardrails down. This is not no easy push a button and some shit go away. Are y'all with me? I don't know if you're with me, but I am awoken right now. I'm awake. See what's going on. Talk to me.
No, we definitely understand. Like, they have our lives in their hand because they can take down a lot of the grids and our life will be hell. That's why we had the episode of some few episodes about, like, what would you do if everything failed? Like, how would you survive in something like that?
You die, because y'all niggas depend on your cell phone. Tesla,
I don't depend on my cell
Kendra,
phone.
me and you fuck Kendra. We got Teslas. If they destroy the satellite, we walk.
We that is true, but I also have gas vehicles here.
Same.
Get it together.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Now. So
Same.
so you gotta do that. But also
we know you rich, Kendra. You ain't have to stun on me like that, all right? Take that to your fucking pinky toe. I wasn't coming. I was saying we alike, nigga. Like, hello, we both got.
We are alike.
Jesus Christ. I'll put that on your face. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for you, though. This is a serious question. And Teule, I want to start with you, and then Sugar, I want you to clean it up. Is it that these cults are popping up because there's not enough of the real to believe in? Because I'm seeing a lot of the same. And people are so fickle, they just seem to go with the new shiny version of the same shit. It's like, okay, I'm gonna follow this motherfucker today because it's appealing with my spirit, okay? And then you want to follow this motherfucker telling you to spend this money and don't get nothing back. So you leave that motherfucker, go to the next motherfucker that got the same shiny offering, but you lose $10,000 more. I'm confused because they're like cults now. It's like you get, the shit is in your face. It's like Charles Manson back in the day. Marilyn Manson's ass too. But back in the day, you could look at Charlie Manson and see that he was a dirty, trailer trash, probably gifted with several words ass human being. There was nothing, he had no money. He ain't had nothing that could really, so that's my point. It's not even like people fall in for a reason. It's like they're in search of what? I'm confused. Why are you joining these meaningful movements? These things that have nothing, in some of these churches, y'all following these representatives of the Lord and they doing all the shit that they preach not to do.
You can trick anybody who doesn't, one, read,
Hold on. Round of applause. Round of applause for reading. Yeah. Reading is fundamental. I'm sorry, Patty.
You can't sit up in some of these churches, for example, and really believe what these people are saying if you read that stuff for yourself. It's impossible.
Come on.
You wouldn't let this man, try to dick down everybody in the church and give you an excuse as to why he's doing it if you actually read and understood it. That's one. Two, it's because a lot of people, especially in, my faith, you make Jesus look very weird.
Bro.
Like, y'all really make Jesus look weird. Like, you go around thinking there's backflips and floating and special voices when you talk to people. Like,
bro,
be a normal human being. Like,
give us a special voice, Taylor. Give us a sermon real quick from Special Voice, please. I need this.
I mean, when I go to some of these churches, if I'm invited, a friend, and you might meet a person in church, and they always, hey brother, why are you talking like that? Where did this nasty?
You sound like a pimp from the 70s.
Like, hey brother, and doctor, and I'm trying to, God is talking to me. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not talking to you. Because if he's not going to tell me, why are he going to tell you to tell me? That don't make sense. That's not how God works. So anyway, so stop making, Jesus look weird. But anytime, these cult people, like David Koresh, why Jesus got glasses?
Why he live on the farm? I'm sorry.
Why he got glasses? How you the Messiah and got bad vision?
How the Messiah can't see? What? Listen, first of all, I got a little. Can I get the church organ, please? Thank you, Octavia.
Pastor Kenneth F. Funkenstein is here to talk to you about the ways of fruitful multiplying. Okay, Sister Adjourn over there said to me the other day, well, why do you date Sister Pastor Bishop Teresa? I said, well, because I'm supposed to multiply. The good book says to be fruitful and multiply. I am impregnating these people because God wanted me to be fruitful and multiply. Now see, what you don't understand, Sister Sojourner, truth. Don't nobody want to fuck your ass. So see, you gonna be over there by your motherfucking self. So I'm gonna go and fuck the rest of the church.
Wait.
This is a wild guy.
Tiffany, come over here, because Tiffany jumping up and down. That was just a joke, y'all. By the way, I hope you enjoy. Come on and say something. What you got to say?
So the foundations of making a cult, there's actually a show that's on Netflix that talks about that. And the part of it is they say that they take different pieces of spiritual beliefs and wrap it all together, because what Sugar was saying last week about the lack of education sets people up to be looking for things and all that stuff, but they can't really disseminate the information to tell the real from the fake, right? So what KB was saying was facts, because Jim Jones, that's how he took over and
Tiffany used to follow Jim Jones.
But that's how he took over and dominated, because what happened is that he was able to do like a Donald Trump thing. Like he went in and literally code switched in each church that he was in. So in black churches, he'd be like,
I'm talking about these people out here be doing it.
Sound like a black preacher. But then he goes to the white folks and be like,
well, what we have to do is,
and he would involve like new age preaching to the liberals. Like, this man had it down to a science, and that's what's happening with cults on social media. So KB was right.
Thank you, Jeff. You knocked the camera down because you need to hit the goddamn. Yeah, but it's Tiffany was a pastor, youth church leader. Did you have a boyfriend when you was doing it? He was in the congregation, so you was fucking the congregation. She said I was. This nigga is crazy. Yeah, see, listen. Tiffany wants to be a cult leader. But in all seriousness though.
Wait.
Yeah, you can't. I can't make this shit up.
You gotta
listen. Hold on.
Whole nation.
Hold on. First of all, we are a community. We are your wife. Yo, relax. No, my wife. I don't charge. I don't charge nothing. I get free game. I don't fuck the goddamn congregation. What? Hello? Now there's a criteria. Let's go over the criteria for being a cult leader. First of all, you gotta wear glasses. Teule said David Koresh wore glasses. They said Charlie Manson.
You be wearing them Cartiers.
No, they're not prescription. A real Messiah can see them. So we got number one. Number two, you got to fuck the congregation. You got to fuck everybody. You got to be nasty, dirty dick fucker. You got to be a dirty dick fucker. That's number two. Number three, you got to have some type of property where everybody can stay. You can't be a broke ass cult leader, okay? You need a fucking relax. Nobody listen.
You set that up.
Okay.
All right.
Good
job, Fred.
We out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
That man said lie.
And he trying to buy more property, y'all.
Yo. I used to call you Kendra Burns. I'm not fucking with you this week. What the fuck is going on? Did y'all not see the balloon over Utah get shot down this week, y'all? What the fuck is going on with these balloons? This is it's like been a couple balloons that done entered our airspace, and I'm watching ABC Nightly News with David Muir this weekend, and they had a new balloon. Now this new balloon was a big motherfucker now, and it had a satellite type thing on the end of the balloon, and they shot it down. Okay, that means ain't no registered balloons, hot air balloons in none of the areas, and it was flying too high to be like one of them type balloons, so they shot the motherfucker down. What do you think is going on now that this shit keep happening? And you know they shot it down, and when they shot the last one down, the motherfucker was pieces of the thing, the metal thing was still in place, so it hit somewhere on the thing. It had to have some serial number, some type of letters on the motherfucker. I don't know if they was Russian or Chinese, one of the two, but I'm telling y'all, what y'all, does this not matter to y'all? Because they dumb it down. They almost dumb it down like these unidentified flying objects that be just popping up everywhere.
They can't tell us what's really going on. They have the information. They know exactly where it came from. They know what it was doing. But they're not going to tell the public what it was doing, nor are they going to release that information, because whoever sent it, then they'll know that they sent it.
I'm concerned for sure, but I try not to let that concern dictate how I run my life. Because what I have to do is continue to be a good human regardless of what's going on around me. And although this is something that is definitely scary, I can only prepare so much because I got to live day to day. So I try not to let it overtake my thoughts. That's why I limit the amount of intake I have with social media, with the news, with media, period, because I'm going to get the information that I need, but I'm not going to let it overtake my life. Like, I promise y'all I love my parents. Y'all know I do. But these people watch MSNBC from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep. I cannot
every moment of the day.
When my daddy was in the hospital, I'm sitting in the hospital, didn't leave for 3 straight days. When I tell you, the man wasn't even hardly saying nothing. But if I would have turned that TV down, baby girl, turn the TV back up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this. I had to put on my noise canceling headphones. I want to hear that.
And Daddy, you don't think that's fucking with your energy and your health? They got to be fucking with your health, Daddy. Like, I want to say this, y'all, because the shit that Sugar just said is the most important thing in this conversation. What the fuck is going on with what you are consuming? I have anxiety because of social media. I was going through it, by the way, yesterday. I had a breakthrough. Mm-hmm. I was really like, damn, because when Kyle was having, of course, my baby almost died. All the armor got stripped from a person. But then I'm like, my baby at school dunking on niggas again. I'm back. But then I still had anxiety. But during that time, I was on social media like a motherfucker. And mind you, I'm in media, but I do this once a week for a reason. I don't do it every day, so I'm not consumed with topics every day that I gotta go find and consume myself and just be consumed where I can't function, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what's happening. We can't function. You get some downtime, you on that motherfucking phone. And it tears away at your spirit. You're not realizing you can't go to sleep because your mind won't stop because you just looked at 842 videos back to back before you close your eyes. You don't realize that you're comparing and competing with yourself because every day you wake up, you try and do what such did last night or what you saw this morning when you woke up. You're comparing your significant other to this motherfucker because they done had a whole goddamn 8 million balloon party for a goddamn second birthday. The kids don't know what the fuck going on. Okay, I just get some Sesame Street shit and put those some puzzles on the ground and get some cupcakes. I don't know what the fuck going on, but we done got to this point where it's overwhelming. And we're overwhelming. I'm doing it. I had a breakthrough. I was like, it's social media. And yesterday, I got the fuck off the phone. I'm doing it more and more. Pick your destinations and your times for consumption, y'all. Yeah, we want to know. There's nothing wrong with getting your day started, checking on something. Put that motherfucker down, though. Don't be on the way to the motherfucker trying to look while you drive. You're going to crash. Hello? I'm talking to myself. All right, don't get to where you're going. Get back on the motherfucker. Forgot about what you're doing, what you're supposed to be doing, where you at. Talking to myself. This shit is consuming, y'all, but this leads me to the last topic as we get up out of here on what the fuck is going on. Y'all out here worried about this AI shit and you becoming the robots. Huh? Want me to say it again for the people in the back? Y'all out here worried about the wrong shit when you the one becoming the robots. You seen them movies where the robots was herding people? Huh? You ever seen them? It's been 17, 16, 11, 27,000 of them. Yeah. The robots in control. Because they know your ass is easily trained. Oh, you being trained. You don't realize you're being trained. You're being groomed. You're not even just being trained. You're being groomed. Because guess what? Somebody getting shot in the fucking face does not bother you anymore because you see it. The police beating the shit out your motherfucking people don't mean nothing to you because you see it every day. Are you desensitized to feeling? If you're desensitized to feeling, but yet you're giving messages to go and do, you're a robot. You're a motherfucking robot. And to be honest with you, I was conditioned so long to compartmentalize my feelings, I felt like a robot. I felt, and looking back at it like, damn, I was one way, Kenny. It was that way or no way. But you're told, I mean, think about when you were young, Teule. You light skinned, they gonna fuck with you anyway. You better act like a motherfucking man. Don't let them motherfuckers talk to you no kind of way. If they touch you, touch them back. This was like literal law. And then you wonder why being in the fucking hood, you don't flinch when you see a dead body. Growing up in the hood, you don't flinch when you see people. I literally was in leaving set the other night, and this lady, well, probably was a man. Has very strong features. But when I tell you the drug addict in that person took me to a time in my life where like I was around those people all the time. And I was actually part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how could I have ever done that? But that's how you know I'm not programmed anymore. Hello? That's how you know when I do a fucking podcast that's dedicated to people and not feeding the algorithm, that's how you know I'm not brainwashed anymore. Yo, we be brainwashed, yo. My motherfucking mentees, I'm on their head. Because the shit that they're promoting, the shit that they signing is killing us more than ever. And I'm not stopping. I'm not letting up. Because guess what? What I'm doing is going to translate to somebody that's young. When I go on this WMM tour that I announced this weekend, when I go screen this testimonial and I do this Q&A to the people that have dreams and want to be entrepreneurs and that have followed my journey and seen my ascension and want to live life for a living, when they see this shit, it's going to affect somebody. But we got to start affecting people. And I want y'all to leave the nation with a good word because they worried about AI and we turning into the robots.
I just want everyone to, be their own person. Don't let the internet run you. Don't let the government run you. All these things that's happening around us, they can't influence your life as an individual and for your family. Even though we know that things are going to affect us in certain ways, we have to stay focused within your household and within. Because if we thought about or focus on everything that's happening around us in society, every day, all day, we would go crazy. You have to have some kind of peace. So just be a good person to yourself, to others, and do what you can do. Because if anything was to happen, like Sugar said, we can only do so much.
Amen. Love your face. All right, you just bring it home so well. Teule.
Only thing I would disagree with when it comes to your statement is the becoming part. I think niggas is already robots. Y'all ain't becoming nothing. Y'all already robots. AI is probably the real human beings, right?
Oh. Wow.
But, cats, when we talk about just watching one particular news station, that's why I don't. I watch everything. Right. Even what my enemy, people who I consider my enemy, I'm even gonna watch what they talking about.
You still gangbanging, Taylor?
I can know how everything. Everything is still in me. Everything is still in me. So you might catch if you make me mad enough, you might hear it. Hey, on the dead homies. I'm trying to get out of that.
I thought I heard that night you called me for that Uncle Nearest. Yo, I want them to get this motherfucking Uncle Nearest right here on the dead homies.
But the real flex is to get out of that matrix.
Facts.
Like you got to get out of that matrix, man, because they controlling everything that people do. That's what an algorithm is.
Bruh.
It is, I'm going to do everything that I know you like. That way you don't try to venture off into something else. So like you got to get out of the matrix, or it don't matter who you select as the president. Because the only thing that they're ever going to do is keep the matrix alive.
Facts.
They don't want you to get out. They don't want you telling the truth. They don't want a podcast like this to be number one. Why? Because it's outside the matrix.
Yeah.
They want the titty shaking. You know, us talking about ratchet stuff. They want the sexy red type mentality.
Yes.
Because it's very easy to control the extreme.
Yes.
People say what I say is extreme when it's actually normal.
Yes.
It's normal for me not to want to hear a woman called a bitch. That's normal. It's the extreme that says a woman is a bitch. So, like Malcolm said, if you don't be careful, you're gonna look at the media and you're going to applaud the oppressor and blame the oppressed for what's going on in this world.
Round of applause. You just get so deep. It's the Black Panther in you for me. Pause.
On the dead homies.
On the dead homies. In the immortal words of Halle Berry, I want you to make me feel good.
Can you make me feel good?
Dr. Sugar.
Why you say immortal? She not dead.
But the scene is immortal, baby. That's if you don't have porn, I just want you to get.
Okay, so here's my wrap up summation of this episode. When I was younger, I had the confidence through the roof, right? I didn't want to be like anybody else. I didn't pattern myself after anybody else. We moved to Kentucky when I was about to turn 7. And it started then that I wanted to be accepted. I dumbed myself down. I didn't want to be the smart girl. I didn't want to be the girl with the gap, the skinny girl with the big eyes. I didn't want to be that. I just wanted to fit in.
Right.
And for years, y'all, I did all of that. And I was a robot.
Wow.
I was a robot. And it took me so long to get out of that spin cycle of caring about what people thought and trying to live up to their standards and trying to just blend in. And then once I got out of it, baby, honey, you literally can't tell me anything. I'm not going to go and do what y'all do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I might stick to the rules a little bit, but I'm going to do it my way. And so whenever we are in situations like this in the world, it needs to be more people that do it their way than it is not. And right now we are copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. When it comes to plastic surgery, when it comes to makeup tutorials, when it comes to podcast platforms, when it comes to the way that you talk when you log into Instagram.
Hello.
Why are you talking different? Like Teule was talking about the preachers talking different. Sweetheart, why you got to say the scripture like that? Just say it regular.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right. Sound like a 70s pimp. All right. Well, my illustrious...
But anyway, there's that.
Well, my illustrious panel of superheroes, I couldn't have said it best. Dr. Sugar, I love your face. Dr. Teule Williams, fight the power. And the beautiful Kendra, a.k.a. Sexual Healing Podcast, coming to a platform near you. I appreciate your words. In TKBS Nation, episode 72. What the fuck's going on? Is a motherfucking vibe, so spread the word. And if it don't feel like you, then it ain't true. All right, lead us up out of here, Kendra. Bars. Yo.
1, 2, 3. The dream
is real. The dream is real.